Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to sketch TLC plate using Microsoft PowerPoint. So if you can go to your computer and open up PowerPoint software and click on blank presentation, you will get to this white canvas page. So let's walk through how things are set up in PowerPoint. On the top, you will see tabs: insert, design, transitions, and so on. So these are tabs and you can click on them. And under each tab, you will see ribbons. You can change the layout of the canvas. You can insert pictures and draw shapes on canvas. Okay, so these are called ribbons. So let's do that. So referring back to the post-lab report, TLC post-lab report, in question number 1, it says to sketch the TLC plate. So the default layout we have is canvas page with a text box. I do not want text box. I do not need it. So you can change the layout by simply clicking on layout under home, layout, and click on blank. So you have um, blank canvas with no text box. So that's good. And if you go to insert and under shapes, you can now draw a rectangular shape or any shapes you like, right? So the TLC plate is rectangle, so click on rectangle, left mouse click and drag it down, right? So the rectangle box is automatically filled with blue color. And I do not want blue color, so on the top here, you will see drawing tools format, right? And the shape fill, you can click no fill, right? So if you put your mouse over this color palette, you can change the color of the box, right? So today is no fill, so click on that. Okay. Um, Now the frame is a little too skinny, so I can change the outline of this box by clicking on Shape Outline, Weight, let's say 3. Okay. So now you can see the line better. Okay, and you can also make it bigger if you want. All right. Next is you need to add the line across it. Notice as soon as I click the mouse away from the object, the drawing tools format tab bar disappear. Okay, if you want to bring up that format drawing tool tab bar, you can simply click on the object and it will repopulate right on the top here. Okay, so I need to add a line at the bottom. So click on the line here on the very left and click on the bottom here. Left mouse click and drag it across. That's how you draw a line. Okay, and I want to make it a little bit bigger. Right, and I want to change that line into dash line. Yeah, that's much better. Right, next I need to insert uh, TLC spots, right? Indicate where the spots are. So click on circle up here, left hand side up here, and click on the line right here. Left click and drag it down. Okay, so I have a circle here. So that's one spot for one of the standard. I need to make more spots along the line. So simply you can copy this circle. All you have to do is press on the control and hit on C. Control C will copy the object you selected, right? Control C, and next you press on Control and hit on V. Control V, paste the object, right? And simply move the object next to it. So that's what I'm going to do. Control V, paste it. I have another circle, another circle right here. So it automatically filled the default color as blue. So you can go in and make changes if you like. Green, purple, whichever color you like. Okay. So make it more interesting. Okay, now I have to insert text underneath here to indicate what are all these spots. Okay, so if you go to insert on the left top, insert tab, you will see text box. Hit on that, click on that, and click it away from the objects, right? I like to insert text, write it up on the side first, and bring it into the objects here. So click on text box, click on the canvas, and type maybe AC as acetaminophen, right? And I can rotate this text. Okay, you see the little arrow here. I can angle it, I can rotate it around. Or if you want to keep it horizontal, it's fine as well. So now that's angled, bring the text box in right here. Okay, and you can change the font size and the whole and the font, right? Ribbon and the font ribbon, you can change the size. Make it 14, and you can change the style of the text as well. You can have a lot of selection here. I'm just gonna keep it as default. Calibrate light is fine. And now I have to put more text along each spots right here underneath each spot. So I'm just gonna again copy and paste. Copy paste allow me to keep all the text in the same angle with the same font size, right? So that's that's what I like to do. I don't want to recreate over and over. Okay, it's a waste of time. Okay, I like to do shortcut. So I all I'm doing is Control V, paste it, and then go in and change the text. What is this? Salicylate. Okay, reference. Why not? Always find the easiest way to do things. All right. Okay. Well, now I have TLC play with standards. Well, okay, so the spots need to move up, right? TLC play, it cannot be at the bottom. So they, after you develop the play, the standards and unknown, they're supposed to travel up, right? Up or down? Up or down? Supposed to travel up. Oops. You notice I made a mistake here. I drag the text instead of a circle. If you make mistake, all you have to do is, if you go to the top left-hand corner, you see a return arrow, so undo move object. So click on that. It will bring the text back down here. Okay. So click the circle and move it up. Right. Salicylate. And reference is a mixture of all these standards, right? So it cannot be purple. It cannot be purple. So I'm just gonna copy and paste all these spots again. So reference lane should have what? How many spots? 4, right? Hmm. Yeah, reference lane, right? Should have all the standards. So these two spots should be, I think it's overlapping because they're traveling in a relatively the same position, very close together. Let's see. My unknown lane should be, cannot be green. So unknown should be one of these components or components. Let's say I have caffeine, right? Just say my unknown have caffeine and salicylate. Okay, so this is the unknown link, right? Next, we need to put a line across the top. What is this line across the top? That's the solvent front, right? You need to indicate where you end the TLC development. So solvent front, again, you make it a little bit bigger, make it into dash line. Okay, well, that's looking good. Okay, very colorful. And I need to indicate the distance traveled by the solvent front, right? So if I use under home, you will see You can also get drawing ribbons here. Okay, you can do drawings from under home as well. Instead of insert shape, that's another option. You can simply click on the arrow here and click and drag across. I mean, drag it up. So now I have arrows. I'm going to change the color. Okay, change the weight a little bit. Can see better. Okay, so I'm going to put a text here. Distance traveled by solvent, right? So indicating what this black arrow is, right? And then you can move it down, right? So distance traveled by the solvent is from the baseline to the solvent front, okay? What else missing? So I'm going to copy and paste the arrow again because I need to show the distance traveled by the solute, which is standard or component of the drug or whatever. So I'm going to bring it in here with the mouse, draw it outside, shrink it down, bring it to the spots. You can fine adjust using the keyboard arrow as well. If you don't want to use the mouse arrow, that's fine. Drag it in with the keyboard arrow, and that's the distance traveled by the standard. Right from here, you can calculate the RF values, okay, um, in a Word document on the side. Okay, so this is just for drawing, right? So now that you have it all drawn, I think this is good enough. You want to make sure that you group everything you have, all the draw figures in together. Okay, you want to bring this whole unit as one unit. Okay, so in order to do that, make sure to click on left click. All right, make sure you click it outside, not inside. Okay, click out, left click and drag across, and you notice it will select everything: text, arrows, circles, everything. Put a cursor. Okay, point the cursor on the circle or one of these objects. Okay, you will see the cross arrow, the black cross arrow, and right click, and you want to group everything together, okay, as one unit. If you don't group it and when you try to move it, it will all fall apart. Okay, I'll show you. So once I have a group, I can then drag this picture as one unit. Yeah? If you don't do that, let's say if you don't do that, let's say I ungroup it. Okay, if you don't group it together and if you move, select and move, you see the frame is moved out of all the circle is left behind. Okay, that's not good, right? So you want to move everything as one unit. Group it together, all right? Now that the group, the picture is selected, all you have to do is press on Control C again. Okay, press on Control, hit on C. That copies the object, and then you go to Word document and you can do Control V. Okay, um, don't go away. Yes, if you do Control V, and let's say this picture is too big, right? So you're trying to shrink it down, see what happened. Huh? Notice all the text kind of like go wonky. Okay, that's not very good. That's not very good. And if you accidentally select it and drag it out, see, they all fall apart. That's not very good pasting. Yeah. So what you want to do is, instead of doing Control V, you can go to Paste option on the very left hand side. You will see Paste option and you paste it as picture. Okay. Picture, it will put it as picture, and if you shrink it down, see, everything remain the same, right? It doesn't uh, resize the text as well. Okay, it remained the same as the whole one unit. That's good. You can make it big or small, and then you can move it around as one unit, and you can type in your RF value on the side. Okay, so you can do that with Control V. It's not very good. Yeah, it's not very good. So I'm gonna take this out, delete that. Okay, so this is how you do copy and paste as picture. Okay, make sure to paste it as picture, right? So make sure to group it together, Control C, and paste it as picture. So this ends the tutorial on how to draw TLC using PowerPoint. You can do a lot with PowerPoint, but I'm going to stop here. Hope you enjoy it, and you guys have a wonderful day. Bye bye.